is the day. I've watched all the backlash happen on Discord. I've watched it all happen all over YouTube and everything else, and I've decided today's the day. No more running, no more hiding, just the truth. So today, let's talk about Skyl. Let's talk about Skyl, Snowbright Productions, and Brandon Shane Zickafoose, aka Ziggy. Let's talk, because this is going to be an interesting story. Skyl was a 16-year-old minor who approached me talking about NSFW servers and all sorts of likes. Also, I do apologize if the graphics are kind of horrible. I'm standing outside living my best life, showing that I'm not scared of nobody or nothing. Anyways, they approached me talking about NSFW servers and wanting me to be in there and everything else. They specifically asked for me to call them puppy and all these uncomfortable names for somebody like me to be calling them. There was a brief talk about where they wanted to do sexual things with me, and with the UK age of consent being 16, I briefly entertained the idea until they mentioned about doing stuff online, of which while I may have made a comment while I was drunk, it was very distasteful, and they have not sent anything, nor could they prove that they did. Anyways, ever since then, ever since I've blocked them and I've been done with the whole issue, they have since doxed me. They have put into a Google document my name, my IP address, my MAC address, my location, all sorts of stuff about me, which was later removed when I told them straight out, if they do this, I will go down the legal route. Ever since then, it has been one thing after another. YouTube videos, harassment, mass joining servers trying to get me mass banned on Discord. But see, the facts don't lie. And we've had 3 witnesses come forward who I will remain anonymous with, unlike them, because, unlike him, I respect these people's privacy. I will not mention their names. I will only mention that they were blackmailed by Sky. They told me specifically that he had access to their legal names, their addresses, all sorts of stuff about them. And these people, being minors, were forced to comply. They said they were forced to Photoshop evidence for him. They said they were forced to do all sorts of horrible, horrible things. So I want to talk about all of this, and I want to make sure it is very publicly well documented on that. There has now been 5 people, not just 3, there has been 5. Hey, Dingle Man, I'm glad to see that you're doing happy today. I'm sorry, we're talking about a very problematic user who is on the YouTube platform today. So, with all that being said, well, this is particularly what this stream is about. Unfortunately, this one is specifically about this because I want to make sure everyone is aware of this user. They are a 16-year-old who not only has done all this, their Discord name and YouTube name is highly inappropriate. They should not be on the platform because if they are a 16-year-old advertising the name Gay Slutty Mess, that is not appropriate, in my opinion. Ever since then, I have had people show up to my house with a gun. I've had them threaten me. I've had to call the cops 3 times on this user. I've had to call the cops. I've had to do all sorts of stuff. Let's talk about these other 2 real quick, and then I'll get into the present. And then maybe we can talk about something else after all this. Let me catch everyone up here to the present for today. Snowbright Productions is somebody who has really not been doing much. They've mostly been commenting on a bunch of my posts, on a bunch of these YouTube videos. They are very relevant because they are actually my ex. They were caught cheating on me with several other people. It was a very nasty breakup in which I had to fight them tooth and nail about everything. It was a whole thing. It is unsurprising to me that they would side with this user without question after several people have blackmailed, harassment. Like I said, all of my public information is out there. Now let's talk about Ziggy real quick, because Ziggy is the real gem in all of this. Ziggy, aka Brandon Shane Zickafoose, I will not reveal his city, but I will say that he lives in Florida, is a very bad, very, very bad person. He's 36 years old, has flown over to other countries and has had sex and has admitted to having sex with several other really young kids between the ages of 8 and 14. He's also admitted to having sex over text message with one 17-year-old. He, in addition to a lot of other people, have been a reason why my information is on the internet. This is, like, he's a really bad person, to say the least. I don't really want to go into too much because I'm currently in a legal battle with them, in which I've already got, restraining orders in the works. But long story short, everything that has been said about me has been nothing but manufactured claims. They think there's something tough. They think that there's something big to win from lying about people and harassing people and doing all of this to all of these horrible, to somebody who has spent his entire life defending people like him against people like Ziggy. To say the least, I am very shocked and appalled at the way that this 16-year-old acts. I've had gunmen come to my house. I've been hacked. I've been doxxed. My IP has been leaked. And it's about quite sickening. So before I end this mini stream, I would like to go ahead and issue just kind of a brief synopsis. I would like to go ahead and address the issue at hand. Skyl, your harassment, your campaign against me, all of it will end. Because while you're busy trying to take this to YouTube and you're busy trying to harass me and defame me and manipulate evidence and force people to get along with you, while you're busy doing all of that, do you know what I'm busy doing? I'm busy filing legal charges. I'm busy filing restraining orders and privacy complaints and takedown requests and copyright strikes. Because, see, the law only sides with one side, and the law is on my side. So when I say that I'm going to take you to the cleaners, that I am going to sue you and your parents and everyone involved in this for every dime that they have for trying to ruin my life, that's not a threat. That's a promise. That is something that I say with wholehearted conviction. You have spent almost 2 weeks at this point obsessing over me, and I highly doubt that it will end anytime soon. Honestly, I mean, you got nothing better to do with your life. You don't got a job. You don't pay your own rent. You don't do nothing. You ain't got nothing better to do. I mean, Ziggy ain't got nothing better to do. He works for a living, but I mean, barely. I mean, he's committing Social Security fraud while working a full-time job. So, to Sky, before I end this stream, the truth will come out. Truth has already begun coming out. And now that it's begun coming out, and you've started mass joining Discord servers and trying to start drama, you've been tossed out of a lot of them. If you check out my YouTube short on my other channel, you'll see one of the ban sync notices that was already issued. I am not afraid of you. These 3 victims of yours that you have forced to do your despicable and dirty work are not afraid of you. The law is not afraid of you. They don't care if you're in America or you're in the UK. Ziggy, I am not afraid of you. Nobody is afraid of you, Ziggy. You're not scary. You're not all that. You're just a big back. That's all you really are. You're just a big back, really. I mean, come on. Like, who really has the medical conditions they have at their age and brags about fucking over 1,000 men in less than a year? Like, I've got messages, man. You really don't want me to pull out the Google Drive of where you're talking about fucking a 17-year-old and you're talking about flying over and having sex and your GPS and all that stuff that you shared with me. Like, come on, man. And Snowbite, because I know this one's going to be you and the biggest there, Snow. You hate drama. I know you hate drama because that was the big intolerance, preachful thing, whatever, right? You hate that stuff. Yet you're choosing to do the one thing that is going to get you so wrapped up in drama, it's not even funny. I will be, sometime over the next couple weeks, I will be making an official video edit, showing off all of my evidence, showing off all of their evidence, strategically proving what's Photoshop and what's not using Photoshop detectors. I will also be maybe doing a couple more live streams where we can talk about the issue even more. Because Sky, I'm not afraid of you. You can try to file a lawsuit. It won't work because you're in the UK and I'm in America. First off, you can try to file a false one and you'll get penalized for it. You can try to say that when I called in that bomb threat, you can try to say that I was maliciously doing it. But see, when I'm told by one of his next door neighbors that I'm friends with that he was making those threats, I have a duty as an American citizen. It's called the duty to warn, where I have to call the police. I have to say something. If I don't say something and he does something, I'm legally liable. Same reason why I reported the suicidal ideation that he was experiencing, where he talked about slitting his wrist and he talked about hiring people to hurt him. That's not okay. I want everyone in there to stay strong. Everyone who's involved with this issue, you know who you are. Every single one of you knows who you are, who's involved with this issue, who I am, or who is under my protection. I want all of y'all to stay strong, to keep fighting. Because what he's doing to you is so not worth it. This will end. And it'll end with us victorious. Because he is doing nothing but manufacturing doing. All he's doing is making this bigger than it needs to be. False messages, false everything, trying to bait other adults. Like, I mean, this is a serial baiter at this point, is what this dude is. With all that being said, I really hope that everyone in here has a wonderful one night. I'm going to be signing off for now, but I will be, as soon as I figure out how to end this stream, I will be going ahead and I'll be ending this stream, but I will be talking to y'all very, very soon. Buttons.